Okay, I think this one is the final one that we have, and it's call to actions on buttons, and this one's just one example. Initiate autonomous control sequence to users. What does that mean? It's quite complex.
It's not very good language. No.
No, it should just say, if this is to initiate something, maybe it's just start control sequence or start sequence or whatever the functionality.
Start whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start engine.
Yeah, maybe it just says start. So with buttons, quite often it's probably not advisable to have more than one word on a button. Normally have a one word in an icon with quite bold text or whatever it may be, but having something...
You could have two... I think you can have two words depending on what it is. Print file or whatever, for example. There may be print or downloads CSV or download Excel sort of thing, and you may have two versions and you need two core. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
But I think that could probably be replaced by one word, or worst case scenario, two words like start engine or whatever it is, or start downloading or...
Yeah, and I guess the other one is having buttons that just have an icon, and that's again not really something that you should do. It's always good to have what it actually does and then the icon. There might be scenarios where you have to have just the icon due to limitations of space, but where possible, always try and have the text next to the icon and make it simple for the user.
I think there's only a few icons you can get away with where you don't need words, and that's probably home button, close, print, save, things like that. But if it's something like...
or universal icons.
Yeah. So, everyone knows that no matter what device they're on. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, home, we've known home since the internet came about kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But then if it's something a bit more obscure, like, controls, it's like controls, what does that mean? Is that settings? Mm-hmm. and settings and preferences? It starts getting a bit confusing. It's like, controls, settings, and preferences.
Yeah.
What does that even mean, kind of thing? So
the more settings, especially when you get into sort of programs that have multiple options and settings, it gets really confusing for the users to understand what does what. And over the years, I've seen some awful platforms where probably just a developer has been thrown in there. They've just kind of stuck in whatever they thought at the time was worthwhile or made sense to them. And when you test it with the users, they don't know what, from just looking at the screen, they don't know what each button does and what they should be doing next. So yeah, try and make it as simple as possible with as little copy as possible, and just get to the point. I guess that's the purpose, really. Just get to the point, make the user do things as quick as possible.
Don't make me think.